Right.
I'm a fucking carrier.
Setting out to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
He said all time at dinner.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Off there. Right. Off there.
Ready? 95, 56, 95, 56. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run it for the first time. Alvin Kamara takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Went straight berserk on.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got to play right there. Yeah, exactly. This motherfucker, they got a returning.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty,
I'm
but
trying
I
to
just don't think so. I
nigga.
think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return is Cohen.
Shit left her. Bill took a whole pan to run.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all total. And the Bears take over.
A little bit left. He left me half of it. And then I told you he took a whole pan to run. He made 2 pans. Took one of her. Oh, I was like, he should have got a pan from, he should have got some out of her pan.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Every one of these plays off the chain. This is ridiculous. You need a whole goddamn thing. One ball. And it's actually goes.
Ah, I can't roll my boy.
Watch the out! Check 99!
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 47
From the 27, Trubisky, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for, and that'll make it third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing
here, Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go, go. 47 Mike, 47. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 47 is the mic. 47.
Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tariq Cohen there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
What formation is Paul?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got a wide receiver out there. I know you.
It's right side by Ginn. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I never even heard of him.
We're good. 4, ready.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
21. Opposite.
Damn, I didn't reach the
Breeze now on first down. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. Earlier we mentioned the Madden Classic Championship. We also want to remind you that registration is underway for the opportunity to represent your favorite NFL club in the Madden NFL Club Championship. 32 of the best Madden competitors in the world will face off in the Club Championship final live from the EA Broadcast Center in December. Register today for a chance to take home a piece of the largest prize pool in MCS history. Folks, over $700,000. Visit MaddenChampionship.com/compete by October 7th and receive a free Team Elite Fantasy Pack. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Oh.
Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Lock in.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Check. Motion to backfield. 47 Mike.
First down, a run with Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you...
And he's going to go down again. David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
21. We're good. Ready. Hey, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here comes Cohen. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 3rd down, Trubisky looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
He did. Oh, really? Oh, you got these?
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Why he like these guys?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Trubisky eluded. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Ready. Yellow waiting. In your face.
Breeze now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Kill. By 1. Smooth.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down now, it's Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332, finds his way home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Breeze. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, ball. Check, 47.
Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Trubisky. He wants it all for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
We're good, we're good. Ready.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Coming to you, coming to you. Block 59. Hey, orbit. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Easy, opposite. 36. Check 59.
On third and long, it's Breeze. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness.